I am here with Tory from MythBusters. I'll do that again.
No, keep that in. People want real. Where is this going?
This is the internet. It's going on the YouTube.
Nobody wants. Yeah, on the YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
People want reality.
Authentic.
Keep that.
Authentic.
And
I'm keeping it in.
Yeah.
From MythBusters.
Don't start over.
Just for the proper plug.
Yeah.
We're here at New York Comic Con, and you are hosting the Punkin Chunkin Extravaganza on the Science Channel.
Yes, that happens. It airs on Thanksgiving on Science Channel, but we will go out and shoot it November 1st through the 3rd. We're out there, and it is an insane event. I mean, you're out there with these giant machines with so much power, and everything in your head's like, I shouldn't be anywhere near this thing when it's firing, but we have to be right there. And when these pumpkins go, it's like, and you hear the whip.
Yeah,
it's like you have to change your underwear. I got to bring at least 12 dozen underwear.
Since we are at Comic Con, what are the things that you're into? What are you watching? What are you reading?
I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, and actually we have a crossover show on MythBusters coming up Thursday, I think, October 17th.
Yes, yeah.
And we tested zombie myths, and that's like, to me, that's like, I couldn't believe we were actually doing it because I've been a zombie fan since I was a kid. I grew up watching Tom Savini movies, all his makeup. Romero. We were doing. I remember watching Night of the Living Dead as a kid, and just my little brain just freaked out. It was like, I want to do special effects. So we had Michael Rooker come on the show. He was insane. Funny, crazy.
Amazing guy.
Well, the first movie he was in was Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, right? Where he plays a serial killer.
Yeah.
So to meet him in real life, you're like, this guy's psycho. And he's kind of like that, but he's great. And then we had Greg Nicotero, who is the executive producer, director, makeup artist. He's a friend of mine, so I called him up and I was like, is there any way we can get you to come up or we'll come down? And he's like, come down to the shop. So I got to go down to KMB Studios and get turned into a zombie.
Nice.
It was the best day of my life. I'm not even joking.
Everything coming full circle.
It was like they put the contacts in and the teeth, and I was like, I couldn't stop walking around like that.
How long did you leave them in?
It was probably a good 3 hours. Yeah. The makeup took about an hour to do. And as they were putting it on, you're like looking in the mirror and you're like, oh man, my face looks really trash. I look like I got hit by a truck.
Sure.
But as soon as the contacts went in and the teeth went in, it was just like, you went into character. It was amazing.
Any temptation to come dressed like a zombie here today?
Yeah, but it gets so messy, with the blood and everything. And but it's a good way to get through the crowd, You can just kind of sneak around. No one knows who you are.
So zombies were kind of your entry point, your interest into the special effects world?
Absolutely. I mean, I've always been into like horror movies, but there was just something about zombie movies that I lost my mind. And then when I heard that they were doing Walking Dead and turning it into a series, I freaked out. And I'm still trying to get on as an extra as a zombie. I keep talking to Greg and I'm like, dude, just like I'll fly down to Atlanta or wherever, in Georgia, I'll come over. He's like, you come out, I'll turn you into a zombie and put you in. So
as a zombie enthusiast, do you have the escape scenario or the apocalypse plan in your brain?
I think my favorite tactic is dressing up like a zombie and just kind of blending in. Did you guys see the movie Zombieland?
Yeah.
My favorite was Bill Murray, and he was like, oh man, I can just get on, he goes to go play golf, and he's like, I get on every day, like there's no lines. And I just love that idea of, could you fool a horde of zombies if you were dressed up and acting like a zombie?
Do you happen to have any, like, they have like those tables that have a shield and a club, it like splits into two things. Is there any thought put into that? Like, if this were really to go down? Yeah.
I mean, or like, what's the best weapon?
Yeah.
I would love to do a revisit, because we tested which is better, an axe or a gun. And I would like to go back and let's test all the weapons. Katana sword, machete, a spear. Like, my feeling is a spear would probably be the most effective because it keeps you from harm's length. Like, you're far enough away from the zombie, and all you got to do is puncture their brain and they're going down. So if you're just like doink, 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 I think you could take out a lot from far distance.
Can we visit Iron Man armor? I still think that's maybe...
We could. Or 300. Use the tactic with 300 where they all have the shields and the spears.
That is not a bad idea.
300 versus zombies. I think Zach needs to work on that.
Guys, you heard it here first. Spartan Army versus zombie horde. Spartan Army wins.
I think. Do we get credit for this
I think so.
idea? Don't you guys try to steal our idea?
Future movie, 300 zombies. Sign it, copyright. We're done.
300 versus millions of zombies.
Thank you so much for joining us, Tori. It was a
totally.
pleasure to talk to you.
Nice to meet you guys.
Thank you.